Hi, so the three of us are going to talk a little bit about our Term 3 international charity. And the reason we've got three of us, we just simply are representing different areas of our college. So we've got a manager, a teacher, and one of our students. And, that's how we work as a college. We're all equal, we just have different roles. So the charity we've chosen is called PIMA. And in terms of the vote, it was pretty much a landslide. So what is PIMA? PIMA is Palestinian International Medical Aid. It's an independent charity. It's a UK-based charity. It's non-political. It was set up in 2006 by four medical doctors. Their sole mission is to provide Palestinian people with accessible healthcare. We all know Palestinians face huge barriers when it comes to accessing healthcare. Their healthcare system is underfunded, and many Palestinians live in refugee camps in the Lebanon. And all this leads to unnecessary suffering, disabilities, long-term suffering, and premature loss of life.
So students and staff of Brixton Sixth Form Academy have demonstrated strong support for PIMA as this term's international charity. And I want to just tell you a little bit about why this is such a great charity to get behind. The World Health Organization state that the enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of health is one of the fundamental rights of every single human, without distinction of race, religion, political belief, economic or social condition. Now, here in the UK, we take for granted the fact that we can access medical care, with the NHS being meeting most of our needs, from mild infections to really serious illnesses. And we've all seen how vital the NHS has been in meeting those needs. Have you ever stopped to think, what would you do if you didn't have access to healthcare? What could you actually do? Now, that's unfortunately the situation that a lot of people in Palestine are facing right now. There's limited access to healthcare. There's very few medical supplies getting through. Now, we're not talking about with headaches and not being able to access paracetamol, or people with tummy bugs. That's the very least of their worries. The people of Palestine right now are desperate and in desperate need of specialised trauma healthcare, and that is exactly what PIMA does.
Yeah, and we are talking about charity that's been a lifeline for Palestinians since 2006. And as Mr. Rodri has mentioned, it has indeed been set up by four doctors in the UK. And I happen to have known one of them, actually, a close family friend who actually has recently passed away, Dr. El-Mari. I'm sure many of you would have known him. And although he was a locum consultant radiologist, he dedicated most of his time to, to helping out, to run this charity, from collections to big events, and to mostly ensuring people's donations get to the right place. And so it's not about giving a tenner and hoping for the best. It's seeing the impact that this charity has had and continues to have as we speak right now.
Absolutely. And as earlier Mark said about the sole aim of PIMA, to bring medical care where it's needed the most. And right now, that's exactly what PIMA is doing. It focuses on Gaza and is providing immediate medical aid through the provision and essential the drop of medicines and clinical supplies due to the ongoing emergency situation.
Yeah, and what we have seen, what would make the heart bleed, starting from Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood and ending in Gaza, but had nothing to do. But now, through this charity, we can actually make a difference. We can help out. And however, whilst supporting emergency situations is crucial, PIMA believes that it is as important, if not more, to ensure the support for medical projects inside the occupied Palestine. As such, PIMA works with specialists on the ground to identify medical projects that are needed by the local community. And although the charity has not been running for a long time, there has been so many projects that so many lives have been dependent upon. And just for today, we are shortlisting two of the most important ones. Mr. Rodri with the first.
Yes, I'm going to tell you, particularly in Gaza, existing hospitals are really struggling to cope. So to alleviate these pressures, a new health centre called Rahma Centre has been set up in Gaza. For the successful delivery of crucial services, what PIMA has pledged to do is to cover the cost of kitting out the healthcare centre with medical devices, equipment and supplies. And this is where your donations will make a difference, and your donations will go towards them. So it's going to benefit the entire population in that region, young and old. and it's going to help support the overall healthcare system, which is currently under massive pressure. So it's going to support not just those in need of medical attention, but the well-being of the community.
Yeah, and one of the second project is the Orphans Healthcare Sponsorship Program, and that was launched by PIMA in 2017, which is actually now expanded to help out widows and disabled people. So what the orphanages would do is send the medical bills, and PIMA would actually cover those as and when it's needed by the contributions and the donations. And it is primarily, this program is predominantly in Gaza and the Lebanon, where the situation is completely dire. Over just the last 3 years, over 7,000 people have been helped by this program. And simply these contributions, these donations is what gonna make the program continue and expand even more. You know, just with £30, you can be sponsoring an orphan for a whole month. Now the last question left to answer is, how are we helping out, Mr. Rodri?
Yeah, so the 27th of May, Thursday, is our charity day. And what we're going to do, the big thing, which is going to bring the money in, is we're doing a mile closer to healing their wounds. So here's the challenge: whether you're a student in the sixth form, whether you're a member of staff in the sixth form, whether you're the parent of a student in the sixth form, a sibling, a friend, or just someone who's been sent the link, then we're challenging you to walk 1 mile, ditch the lift home, walk 1 mile, click online and give £5. And that's the challenge that's going to bring in the big money. But what we're also doing at the sixth form is we're doing a dress down day. So, you know, come in whatever clothes you want, as long as it's not ridiculous fancy dress. Pay £1 as you go through the gate, or a bit more if you want to, and enjoy the day just dressed casually. It coincides with a shared barbecue meal that our first years are having, and there's going to be some stalls available. There's going to be sponge a teacher. There's going to be a penalty shootout. There's going to be a bun sale. So make sure you've got some cash in your pocket. There's lots to do. But I just want to finish talking to parents and to friends. We said at the start that this is a UK registered charity. Now, what that means is if you pay income tax, if you pay tax in the UK, when you go to our online giving page, then you can click a link that says gift aid. And if you do that, the UK government will add 23% to your donation. So the UK government will donate 23% of whatever you donate to meeting medical needs of Palestinian people. So I'd really encourage everybody to do that. Okay. So it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Yeah, and thank you for your help in advance.